Hello and welcome to your daily message through automatic writing for the collective. I'm just going to go right into it. And also I'm going to be getting messages flowing in as I'm reading as well. And yep, stay tuned. So, there's some resistance to something in a very strong way for some people. You may be feeling heaviness in the body, frantic, statically electric feelings of like maybe getting overwhelmed with some information or not ready to face something quite yet and not knowing what to do with yourself, and to just be in like take a pause, take a breath, see there's new perspective coming in for you to grasp onto, but to also integrate what is already there. And then that's when you're in the stillness and then the new perspective comes in. Yeah, this is a time to sit in the uncomfortableness of it all, to be bored but also pay attention to the world around you, to see it from the outside, perhaps separating yourself from all of the chaos and going within. And this does not mean separating yourself as in a division way. This is separating yourself from seeing everything but not feeling into it or becoming overwhelmed by it. Looking at the patterns, seeing the patterns form around you so that you can make an intricate observation of what is there, but not identifying with them. There is alchemy to be seen in the material world, the magic in the mundane. And for me, that always comforted me, that phrase, because I was always bored by the mundane, like just doing that everyday thing. But then I just found that you could see the perspectives in a different way. You could have fun with it. You can make it a magical ritual. I just saw 222, which is like balance, partnership, the guiding of you're coming into union with a certain perspective or a knowing or information, or like I was just saying, the little inklings of like a loving space just coming in to just lighten the load a little bit. For some reason, I just thought of Lord of the Rings and like the hobbits and how joyous they are in their little town, the Shire, and just enjoying life, you know? I know that we all have hardships and stuff, but there's just that separation that needs to take place, and it totally shifts the whole reality. You are connected to it all. Balance and realignment, focus, and center yourself. Even if you are stressed, try to come out of your survival mode. So this new perspective coming in, or maybe you've decided to make a change and the surroundings are changing for you, because when you make a decision, the universe supports you. Take a deep breath and recalibrate. Transform your environment, declutter, organize in your dwellings. Your workspace needs to be separate from your relaxed space or your home. So maybe some people work from home, and to just set up and take down the space when you're done with it, so that you could separate the two, because you're going into a workaholic kind of state where you can't find the difference, and you need to put those blocks up to really relax in a space that doesn't feel like work. Someone is taking on too much and needs to say no to people instead of stop saying yes to everyone and make a priority list. Yes, it's nice to help people and to serve people, but at the right time. Like, if you're burnt out and you're saying yes to everybody, but you're like running on empty, you're not going to get very far, and you're not really going to help them to the fullest of your ability. So know when you are on the verge of like crashing before you say yes, because you're just going to it's going to turn into resentment, because maybe those people were, like, you find, like, over here it says, boundary your efforts and time. See who takes more time out of you than you can, that can be offered, whether that means time, energy, or even money. But I was saying, like, maybe you think sometimes, like, hey, where's the help for me when I need it? And like, that turns into resentment. So make sure that you prioritize your time. What do you have energy for? Set your boundary. Care for yourself. This is a form of self-love, not selfishness in this sense, because you can't just give your all the time, you know. You have to take that rest for yourself to rejuvenate and refill your cup. Someone needs to do the mundane things, chores you have been your daily chores you have been procrastinating against. Even if you start little by little: laundry, tidy up, dishes, sweep, vacuum, dust, etc. The energy wants to be moved in order to flow out. It will feel less hectic and heavy. And then for some, new beginnings are aligning. I have an itch, sorry. It is time to forgive the past and move on. If there is any stagnance in the energy, it's finding cracks to flow through and moving slower, but still leaving at its appropriate time. Someone is stepping toward a situation with new eyes, calmer than before, confident, untouched by fear. Hope is present, and often finding your joy in a situation. You have been courageous in your hardships and allowing your heart to stay open even when it got really hard. And you allowed yourself to love deeper. You see the good in all things, which uplifts the heaviness that has no bearing on you. Your magic is potent, for you know how to live in love. You are receiving continuously, finding all the answers to the questions you've been asking, trusting in what is, leading with coherent faith, not just blind faith. There's a reason. You know who you're connected to. You know what you're following. The storm is brewing around you, but it's not fazing you. You know how you feel and are content as you walk calmly and confidently through it at your own pace. The energy that is carried... The energy here that is carried is both the mother and the father, the nurturer and the protector. It is all things. There is no division of, or, like, it doesn't matter what your gender is, I guess it is, or, like, not gender, but energies, because usually the masculine is like protector and the feminine is like the nurturer, but this sort of energy is everything, and as well as the supportive, loving partner. You have reached a point of seeing all angles and are understanding of them. In your power, no one is allowed to shake you down. Healthy boundaries have been placed. In a world full of arguing and uncertainty, you have found your truth. Not just belief, but a knowing of where you stand. Even when it is different from the narrative that tries to control, you protect your peace and stand your ground. Calm in chaos of it all. Undivided you stand, strength for the people and the ones you love. You know what is right and just, and you stand for the innocent. Inviting in joy in looking at perspectives and choose to have a childlike wonder. How do things work out in your favor? Who cares? It's not about working out. It's about faith that you are okay without attachment of the outcomes. It's like being okay without the attachments of outcomes. Wisdom, strength, love, freedom, you can tap into when you clear your mind. Be of service and love in other ways. Know the value of helping someone, not just yourself. We are not separate from each other. No one is better than anyone. No one is smarter or more enlightened than anyone else. We are just in different spaces and processes in our evolution on our journey. And of course, being of service, I say again, is when your cup is full too. Not just like give. You need to receive and give. It's an equal exchange as well. But I'm just saying the bigger picture is to give of service, because it's something bigger than you, and you feel fulfilled, and it's what is needed sometimes. The awakened souls will never look down on anyone, because they would see the value of, if you help one, you help them all. We are a collective, a community of peoples. Don't let hate brought on by separation rule your mind. Only negative entities among the people are the ones that are trying to be on the top, pushing negativity. Wake up and see your neighbor as your brother or sister. Be a loyal partner, lifting them up with your word around them and in their absence. A leader is fair, knowing their power and doing the right thing with integrity for everyone. The last one to exit. You are the last one to exit after a group, to watch over and protect, like an alpha in a wolf pack. Diligent and observant. Unlock your mind, change your personal beliefs, and use your power wisely, bringing happiness, not harm. And that is where I end this. I just got the image of a raven, which usually means to see things from the outside and flying over all of the realms. And that goes back to the magic and the mundane, I feel, because ravens are of the night and the day, the unconscious and the conscious, and they see what you can't see with your eyes open. They go within. They see all, they know all, and they have knowledge beyond this realm. Someone's being watched over, guided. The number 4 is foundational. Yeah, also guides, angel numbers. Usually the 4 is like angels guiding you. Okay, well, that's all I'm getting, because now I feel like the video is really long. So Thank you so much for watching. I will see you again another day. Bye.